Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Aries here with a video. Now, this book has been reviewed already, but I'm doing a versus, which I usually don't do, but I want to say, first of all, this book is better in one way. It's a lot smaller than this one. We'll be reversing the second edition of Trout from Small Streams by Dave Hughes to the Orvis Guide to Small Stream Fly Fishing by Tom Rosenbauer. Now, if Tom or Dave you're watching, this is just my own insights, okay? First of all, I found this book to be very good. I've asked Orvis to shrink it down a bit because, you know, you can't take this giant book that feels like an anchor with you. But I got some notes to go off of. First, we're going to go off of each book, and I'm going to read you the index, or the contents. It says, Chapter 1, Land-Shaped Waters. Chapter 2, Stream-Shaped Anglers. Chapter 3, Gearing Down. Chapter 4, Rods. Chapter 5, The Learning Curve. Chapter 6, Reading Small Pools. Chapter 7, Parts Between Pools. Chapter 8, Reading the Seasons. Chapter 9, The Essential Fly Box. Chapter 10, Trout on Dries. 11, Dry Fly Sizes. 12, Nymph Tactics. 13, Working with Wet Flies. 14, Streamer Situation. 15, Stocking Beaver Ponds. 16, Tankara. Afterwards, One More Fly. That's something he added, I believe. And then the index. Now, mind you, Dave Hughes' book is compact. Kind of looks like my old man, basically. So, no offense, Aaron and I made a joke about that. But you know how that goes. Now, this one is the Orvis guide. This guide was given to me as a gift by Angela. She is a sweetheart, and she knows how much I endure and love books and fly fishing. So, this book is the Orvis guide. As you can see, it's thick. It's made in China, by the way. Dave Hughes' book is made by Stackpole. I believe his book's made in America. Yeah, printed in the U.S. This one's in China, but who cares if it's in China? This is good. I had to remember the pictures because I was reading the one in the thing. I thought maybe they changed the pictures. Now, here's what it says in this one. Chapter 1, What's a Small Stream and Why Should You Be Interested? Then it's got subsections. Then it says Finding Small Streams is Chapter 2. Chapter 3 is Reading the Waters, Finding the Trout in the Small Streams. Chapter 4, When Conditions Change. Chapter 5, Fly Selection and Special Tackles for Small Streams. Chapter 6, Casting in Small Streams. Chapter 7, How to Approach Small Streams. Chapter 8, Fishing Techniques. Chapter 9, Small Streams Care and Ethics. Now, I found this book to be very interesting because, well, small streams are very good to fish. Now, a lot of people say, and this is the key to small fly fishing. This guy was in the Army like my dad was, and he had to go through catalogs trying to figure between bamboo and fiberglass at the time. This one, Dave Hughes. He chose the right fly for the right job, and a fly rod, I should say. Now, when I am going to it, I gotta say, the things that made me, and this is why I'm speeding it up today. Now, for Dave Hughes, he basically says, for small streams, you need a 3 to 5 weight. 5 weight is your top. 6 weight is too heavy. For him, it was his 4 weight was perfect. Now, I've only seen 4 weights, 5 weights, 6 weights, all the way up to 16 weights, 9 plus foot. I've seen 5 weights and 4 weights in 8 foot 6 inches, and lower, but nothing under. I haven't even seen a 3 weight 9 foot, or 2 weight or 1 weight. Now, Orvis apparently invented the 1 and 2 weights. 3 weight, So we won't get into details. Now, 5 weight is used all the time. For the tippets, as I said, it's 4x and 4x and 5x. Now, the fly sizes are 8 to 20. I got little notes here. 8 to 20. Now, comparing it with Orvis and Tom Rosenbauer. Tom Rosenbauer says you need fly sizes 10 to 18, 8 to 20. So he's just cutting it a little different, you know. His was, Dave Hughes was 8 to 20. This was by Tom Rosenbauer 10 to 18. Now, he says you need 3 to 5 weight. Tom Rosenbauer says 2 to 5 weight. He never said anything about 1 weight. However, Dave Hughes did say in the book that for flipping over fly fishing for streams, 1 and 2 weight is too light. 3 weight is but you can manage with a 3 weight. This one here says 2 to 5. 6 is too heavy, just like someone else said. Dave Hughes. Tip at 3x to 6x. So with all this said, then all you have to know is what type of casts, etc. But you can find some stream casting books on that, so you can do it. Now Tom dives into a little more details of where to find the streams, what's on the streams, etc. He goes into a little more details, whereas this one does other details, like more pictures of fishing and like talking about the certain flies and etc. However, the difference between Tom and him is he actually tackles tenkara, Japanese fly fishing. Now this guy, in my opinion, if you had to have only one book, I would say this book would be better because it's compact and smaller. However, for me, being a fan of Orvis because they make so much fly fishing things, this one would be mine. However, with you and me and Angela's sister Heather and Aaron and everyone else that knows me somewhat, I would be lugging around this book and this book just because it would be reference guides. I would also take notes off and on, and that's what they recommend, and that's what I did. Now, I highly recommend this book. I highly recommend it to be good. I haven't read any of other Dave Hughes books, so I can't say if he's good enough as Orvis. But I've requested the library to try to bring in some more. So, 50-50, yes. Better? Yes. For one, it's smaller. He put more contents in this book than in this one, but Orvis wanted to make a better presentation for the Orvis lovers. And there's a lot of people out there that are Orvis haters. Now, I'm not going to go into details now. Dave Hughes, he likes bamboo, but he also likes other types. Orvis, he fishes with whatever he can rod-wise. But, you know, Tom Rosenbauer is a great author and a great writer. I can't say anything negative. Dave Hughes is also great. I just think that Dave Hughes did very good in his tenkara section, was very good, and I'm very happy to review this book again on verses, because usually I don't do verses, but this one I've been meaning to do verses. So while I sit here and prepare for my own video blog, I just wanted to say to you all that I highly recommend both books if you're into small streams. There is nothing more complete than this. However, I will tell you that some of the technicalities is, if I was going to be writing a book, I'd make an encyclopedia to small fly fishing or small streams on the grounds like this. Trout from small streams, or the Orvis Guide to Small Stream Fly Fishing. What I would change would be I'd do an encyclopedia of small stream fishing that breaks down all the fly rods, all the flies, all the tippets, everything, and include fly casting, so you know what you're doing in there instead of buying something for small streams themselves. So you know how to fly cast in small streams. Would be a little book that you could take with you. It's like 100 pages, and Orvis has it. So with that said, I want to say, please pick up these books. They're very well educated and well worth the money. Please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments in the box if you like. Please add me as a friend. Please subscribe, suggest comments, and leave feedback. Thank you, and may God bless the world.